at any moment. Well, joining me in the studio is Shehata from BBC Arabic. Good morning to you,
Good
Saeed.
morning, Sally.
So, extremely tense and fractious at the moment. If we start with the West Bank, what is the latest on that?
The Israeli army is expanding its operation in all over the occupied West Bank. And the Israeli defense minister said the Israeli army had evacuated 3 camps, Nur Shams, Tulkarm, Jenin, and 40,000 Palestinians have evacuated those camps, and the army had been ordered to stay there for next year. So the reason there is condemnation for that from the UN Secretary General and also from the spokesperson of the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, Mr. Nabil Abu Ordina, who said this will lead to escalation, will lead to instability, so it should be stopped because Israel deployed decision to deploy tanks in the northern West Bank is the first time for 2 decades. So it is concerning escalation.
Where have they all gone?
And the problem, sorry?
Where have they all gone, the 40,000?
The 40,000 go to other places in the West Bank because West Bank is divided in areas and settlement in between and checkpoints. So it is inhuman situation, especially there is some damages for sanitation facilities and water facilities for tens of thousands of people in West Bank, and they don't know where they go. And it is ringing alarm. It's Gaza, then West Bank, so where else? So there is a problem for, and also there is 51 were killed since the operation in those camps in 21st of January, so more than a month ago, especially in Jenin and Tulkarm.
In the meantime, the ceasefire looks extremely fragile right now, with both sides talking about problems.
It's unfortunate circumstances because there was hopes that the second phase start next week because the first stage will finish next Saturday, but unfortunately is not happening for the time being. There is 3 scenarios for the future. First one is resumption of the war, and there is some indicators for go to war after the first phase. The second scenario is to resume the negotiation, but the indicators are not there because it should be started on the 16th day of the 42 days ceasefire first phase on 3rd of February, but didn't start yet, so it's a problem. And the third scenario is to extend the first phase for another few weeks in order to get the negotiation undergoing and agreeing on the details, especially the withdrawal of the Israeli force from the whole Gaza, and is concern from Israeli, especially Philadelphia corridor, and the fear of the Israeli of smuggling weapons through the tunnels from Egypt, and Egypt denying that. So it is a problem for that. So the most probable or the most likely scenario will happen, I think, extension of the first phase, but Hamas will not accept to hand over more hostages until the Israeli will release the 602 Palestinian prisoners and agree on the full withdrawal. Otherwise, Hamas will not accept any release for more hostages.
Okay, Saeed, thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to date.